The Strangers, Chapter 2 is the Madeline Petch mega blockbuster horror movie. Where she showed the moviegoers the best way to survive from 3 killers is to make even more dumb decisions.
Does there have to be a why?
We will dive into the movie review of The Strangers, Chapter 2, where Maya has to use her survival skills just to survive from the deranged psychopath.
Why are you doing this to us?
Because you're here.
This movie, I will tell you how many smart or dumb decisions Maya will make, and hopefully she's learned any lessons from the first movie. The movie starts off in a diner in the middle of nowhere. The movie starts off in the middle of the woods at night where the 3 killers execute some random dude for no reason. I guess they did all this because they had nothing else to do with their lives.
Does there have to be a why?
The next scene, Maya is in a hospital where she gets some bad news about her fiance did not make it. To be fair, he made a lot of dumb decisions in the first movie, so he did this to himself. Maya gives a description of the 3 killers, but the officer don't believe her. Already, I will be suspicious of the sheriff because I think he's hiding a dirty secret. Back at the diner, the sheriff and his deputy try to eat their apple pie when people showing up coming up with the theories of who killed Maya and her fiance.
Come on, Sheriff. We all want to hear about who killed that young couple.
What they don't know is the theory is half right. Maya is having a dream of her and her fiance playing the piano and having a great time.
I knew you wouldn't leave me.
At least they did not play the Moonlight Sonata. The last time they played the Moonlight Sonata, it did not end well for them. Maya asks the nurse who is Tamara, and she has no clue, or at least no one's not telling anything. Maya gets a message from her sister that we are sending an EMT out there to pick her up because the whole town is creepy, and I agree 100% with her. Maya sees an unknown caller and decides to answer it, and we already started with the dumb decisions. She answered the phone and a creepy voice asked for Tamara.
Is Tamara here?
Meanwhile, she hears noises outside and decides to check it out. The hospital is a bit too quiet, and this is a perfect time to find a weapon, which she don't, and it counts as a dumb decision. As a result, she trapped like a rat with doors locked. Maya creeped down the hallway with no weapon and sees the killer looking for her. I guess he wants to play hide go seek with her with a killer axe. Perfectly normal for a killer. Maya tried to sneak but got caught like an idiot, and he chased her down the hallway into the laundry chute. Instead of staying put in the laundry chute for a minute, she sneaks out and still haven't found a weapon, which is so astonishing. Yet the killer shows up again, chasing her. Pretty sure the killer is after her to finish where he left off from the first movie. As Maya was hiding, she made another dumb decision by making noise and alerting his attention. The killer busted her and she got away into the morgue. The killer looked for her and almost got caught until a random guy shows up, got into his way, standing still like an idiot, scared to death, and the killer eventually take him out for being a nuisance. Lucky for Maya, she did not make any noise and she escaped. First smart decision. Few minutes later, Maya trespassed onto someone's property looking for a phone to call the police or a key to drive a truck out of the area. Both are smart decisions until it was a dumb decision until she was caught by the old lady, but the old lady was hit with a crossbow. 1 second the old lady was alive. Second later she's meet the business end of a crossbow. Maya runs into the horse stable and still have yet to pick up a weapon and or go to the house and call the police. I have yet to understand that, and I don't think Maya learned anything yet. Dude grabbed her hair and started to beat her senseless. But she hitches a ride with two women who look suspicious and she started to freak out. Not sure it's a good idea, but only time will tell. The two dudes also get into the car, which Maya gets super suspicious and started to take matters in her own hands.
So you're the one everybody's talking about?
By grabbing the knife and jumping out of a moving car. That was smart. At this point, can't you blame her for not trusting anyone? Finally, she has a weapon and now we're talking. In the middle of the woods at night, Maya tried to doctor herself and began to scream.
Feel like
Praying dumped the scream out because the killer could hear her nearby. I'm pretty sure it's just a flesh wound and I think you'll be alright.
It's just a flesh wound, man. You're gonna be okay.
Meanwhile, the killers are looking for Maya in the wilderness to finish the game of hide go seek, and they realize Maya is good at this game. So they decide to unleash their secret weapon. Maya decides to create campfire, which is the dumbest idea. I understand you need to get warm, but the smoke will give your position away of how they can find her. What's worse is because of that dumb decision, you are being chased by a warhog. You left your weapon over there and ran inside the car for safety reasons, or at least you thought you were safe. Maya realized she left the weapon and decided to run for it, but the warhog caught her and thought about eating her and changed her mind because she tastes nasty. On second thought, the hog changed his mind and wants to eat her and bit her in her leg, but Maya went Rambo mode on her. Survival of the fittest, and now she learned how to defend herself. One of the killers realized that Maya killed her warhog and now she wants to take revenge for the piggy. Maya left it to the house. She trespassed and started to have flashbacks of what happened to her in the first movie.
Why are you doing this to us?
Because you're here.
She goes into the house and did not close the door for some dumb reason, which is a mistake. She does pick up a weapon, which is great. Maya got some great news that the Internal Affairs shows up to come to rescue her, but the Internal Affairs met his business end with a crossbow. This person with the crossbow is a pretty good arm and pretty good aim. Maya gets into the car and drives off, which is a smart idea, but unfortunately the car breaks down and she goes to another house and she's saved by a creepy stranger. Maya wakes up looking for her clothes, which she knows that somebody stitched her up pretty good. She runs to this drunk, talk about church, beers, and trying to make friends. Maya gets a message from her sister that the EMT is not far away and come to rescue her, but the guy interfered and tell her a story of how many people did not survive and she was the first survivor.
feel like
I felt like they liked it. It was some kind of...
Maya asks why.
Who are they? Why are they doing this?
does there have to be a why?
I would like to know why, so Maya can find out how this whole thing started so she can find a way out of there. The good news is Maya sees a pair of scissors which can be very useful when defending herself. All of a sudden the killers want to take her out again. One of the killers sneak behind her and temporarily fight, but she caught herself in a room and is trapped. Doors are locked and the window has bars. Maya sees two women brutally murdered and tied up like a pig, and then later see her EMT driver being taken out. Maya tries to drive the ambulance, but the killer decides to show up and to tussle her inside the ambulance. As a result, Maya took one of the killers out, and I'm pretty sure he's dead this time. Maya wants to find out who's behind the mask, which is another dumb reason. But the other killer showed up, which resulted in their morning of their one of the killers are gone. Nice job, Maya, for finally taking out one of the killers. And the movie ends. I am surprised that Maya made some smart decisions in the process. I was in favor of her having a weapon to finally defend herself and trying to survive in the wilderness. Most importantly, you can't trust anyone. However, she still made some dumb decisions that make her situation harder. She could have called the police wherever she had got to the woman's house, but unfortunately she got the woman killed. And the internal affairs killed too. The movie is actually slightly better than the first. It digs into the storyline of one of the killers and how it all started. Started off suspenseful, but it puts you in a sleep in the middle of the movie. The killers are somewhat unpredictable based on the character's movement and personality. How the movie ended is basically a dead giveaway they will make in chapter 3. Not the worst movie I've ever seen, but still making poor decisions all over the place. I will give this movie 5 stars. If you want to see more upcoming reviews, press the like, share, and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next movie review.
Jeez, this movie sucks!